Hello, today there's gonna be story going on, but before that, quick addendum, or more like a note to what I said. We were talking about Jedi foreseeing shit and technically having more to consider when it comes to going to war or not. But do you think that would have been their idea to give up and let the Mandalorians take over the Republic, and from then technically organize a rebellion to fight back? Because pretending to give up is a war crime. You think war crimes is something Jedi would consider? You think they know that that's a war crime? Anyway, I'm not leveling up because I'm just that good. It won't be necessary. And we've got the red light district to attend to, so story and shit. Let's see what's gonna happen. I was planning on recording this a little bit earlier when I was in a worse mood to complain, but I decided to give it a little bit more care to present the game as it is. Oh hey, it's way better. I was worried. It's fine. Look, they're all out. Well, once. How many bridges do we have? That looks like a bridge, but it's like a secondary bridge for. Oh, she's not out either. Forces, right? So she's stunned. He needs to be maintained there. Here, this will calm you down. This. Did he save? Looked like it. Right, they're all up again. Jeez. This stun is not lasting for long, is it? Calm down, people. How about this guy? How about if I'll stand here? I'll lightning both of them. That should work. And it does. That's very nice. And it's a heavy trooper. You can tell by him dying like anyone else. It's you know, it's technically should be, again technically, should be a heavy trooper so it can take more abuse because we're higher level now and it's supposed to be a challenge. Like, you know, they scale obviously. So the game is challenging. Look, calm down, put that away. You're not gonna be using this. Look, see? Alright, I can again line myself up. Which one am I targeting? The further one now. Line myself up and blast the fuckers. So at this point when we're here and not in completely red light, are we supposed to get here and then here? Maybe. So might as well level up. Do you want to see leveling up? Of course you do, of course you do. So let's search the place first. Because otherwise, today gameplay I'm pretty sure. Alright, hey! No, let me comment on the current real life events that's going on. Actually, Johnny Depp finished his trial. There's a jury verdict already given out. And it's shit. I would have been upset. Johnny Depp was found to be right, which is to say Amber Heard was found to be guilty of defamation and something else as well. So Johnny asked for $50 million. That's half of $100 million, as opposed to 3 times $5 million. $50 million for defamation, and you know, damages for not being hired for the Pirates of the Caribbean and other movies. Really, nothing else because of the allegation, defamation. You know, so he asked for 50 million, and the jury awarded him 10 million for defamation. They awarded him 15 million for something else as well. And then they also awarded Amber Heard 2 million from Johnny for the statements that some sort of agent said, defaming her, saying they roughed up the place, spilled some wine, and get their story straight to call 911. If only. 911. Is it? It is 911, is it? 911. What's your emergency, right? 911. To deal with the problem. So I think the red light district is happening right now. Might be. With the door, yeah, that might be the place, and with the grate. So, nah, we'll handle him. Shit.
Darth Malak.
Down you go!
That's a no.
I hope you weren't thinking of leaving so soon, Bastila. I've spent far too much energy hunting down you and your companions to let you get away from me now. Besides, I had to see for myself if it was true. Even now, I can hardly believe my eyes. Tell me, why did the Jedi spare you? Is it vengeance you seek at this reunion?
Sorry, are you talking to me or to Bastila? He is, in fact, actually talking to you, to us, to the main character, which is, reunion, what are you talking about? Why did the Jedi spare me? I don't understand. This meeting was inevitable, Malak. This is a very good line because it's vague and it just plays off of whatever he says into his hand, but also in ours. It makes you not look like a complete idiot in the dark. So we're going with that, of course. We're gonna have to posture. This meeting was inevitable, Malak.
As is the outcome. I am actually surprised this confrontation did not happen sooner, given how powerful your mind once was. Even the combined power of the Jedi Council couldn't keep your true identity buried forever, could it?
The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes.
The Council would not normally accept an adult for training, but this is a special case.
They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity.
Tatooine. Kashyyyk. Manaan. Korriban. Revan visited each of these worlds searching for clues to reveal the hidden location of the Starforge.
The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Starforge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them?
You cannot hide from what you once were, Revan. Recognize that you were once the Dark Lord, and know that I have taken your place.
Alright, the revelation. It's true. Yeah, let's talk all about it. First off, you might have noticed that Karth's face in Taris' scene during the cutscenes looked kinda weird, kinda fucked up. That's because the videos are improved quality and improved by an AI, so yeah, you know, it's only 2022. We don't have AI works that well yet. That's one thing. A second thing, there it is, the giant reveal of this great game, that you're the Revan. All the clues dropped by their game, all the clues dropped by me every time I laughed in your face in case you didn't know what's going on. It was all about this. You're Revan, of course. And the greatness of this story, the greatness of this twist is that, first off, it's sort of a fulfillment of a power fantasy, where the character is presented as this dude greater than life, great strategic mind, mysterious, powerful in the Force, and then you learn it's you. Pretty cool to be that, that's one thing. Second, the point of a good twist is that it might be foreshadowed or mentioned, sort of, mentioned during the presentation of the story. And once it drops and once you know about it, and if you go back and experience the story again, all those hints should play into it rather than be discarded. It's great because they, like I said, and like game shows, maybe it wasn't the exact circumstances, like Bastila wasn't out in the fields of Dantooine telling you about what the greater weapon is than to turn your enemy to your own cause. But they all said that, and they all foreshadowed it, and now you know that it's actually about Revan, and they knew, and they were telling you that, trying to keep you in the dark. It's a great twist because it works with the story again and gives you an interesting perspective anew. And it works great the first time around, because they just tell you, oh, you're special because you're the main character. Of course you're special, you must be. You must defeat Malak to stop the evil guy at the end of the game, of course. So it's a great twist. It works both ways. That's what a great twist should do, instead of being just pulled, having a rag pulled from underneath you and just be there for the sake of shit. Like for instance, well, you know the story, right? Like there's the movie The Devil, I think, where a bunch of people are stuck in the elevator, and in the end it turns out the old lady was the devil, like the actual evil guy from Christian mythology, and that brings nothing into the table when it comes to the twist. And doesn't play with the like introduction or the part before it all comes. So it's shit. It doesn't really do much, as well as with the signs and how it ends up, and the aliens are vulnerable to water, and they decide to invade planet that's 70% of that. Yeah. Right, so this is it, and then you say, and back to the game, write everything, cars, weird face, and the twist, yeah, that'll be it. You can't hide from what you once were, Revan. We weren't hiding. Recognize that you were once the Dark Lord. We already said that we all know too well, about it, so why is he trying to present it like it's a revelation only now? Like we haven't clued him in that we already know, and know that I have taken your place. So this part may be talking about what's came before it, in the sense that it's not that you should recognize that you were once the Dark Lord, as if you were the player in the dark, still not knowing, and he's telling you because you chose one of the answers before. What are you talking about? So recognize the Dark Lord, and know that I have taken your place. So you were that, yeah, maybe you know that, but listen, now I'm better than you. That's what you should be recognizing, not that you're the Dark Lord. So what are our options? No, this is some sort of trick, a Sith lie. I'm Darth Revan, how is that possible? We were just posturing that we know this. Why don't we get a third option with posturing? Yeah, so again, our headcanon is we had the line, so it's not that we're supposed to know as a player who played it again to have an option to say, yeah, sure. It could have even been bracketed like lie or persuade. Yeah, sure, of course, but I'll beat you anyway, something like that, right? So what are we gonna workshop here? Recognize and I've taken your place. So something to the line of, yeah, well, so better pull your head out of your ass, because I'm gonna take that mantle away from you again. And with that, maybe ask how is that possible, because that would make a bit of a sense if in this case. So let's go with 2, and the canon was already presented by me.
You do not yet remember, Revan? The Jedi set a trap. They lured us into battle against a small Republic fleet. During the attack, a team of Jedi Knights boarded your ship. The Jedi strike team captured you, and the Council used the Force to reprogram your mind. They wiped away your identity and turned you against your own followers.
reprogrammed my mind, wiped away my identity. No, I don't believe you, Malak. How did they capture someone as powerful as Revan? I mean, as me. Do you mean I'm really your master? Why wouldn't the Jedi simply kill me? They kind of presented it. The Jedi don't believe in killing their prisoners, and was a greater weapon to turn your enemy to your own cause, as the Bastila says twice, I'm pretty sure. How did they? That's a pretty good question, and I'm really your master? Yeah, let's rub it into Malak's face. Only half of it left as well. Do you mean I'm really your master?
Once I served you, Revan, but I always knew that one day the title of Dark Lord would be mine. When that Jedi strike team boarded your vessel, I saw my day had come. I ordered my own ships to fire on your bridge. I thought I could destroy all my enemies with a single glorious victory. I never dreamed the Jedi would take you alive from the wreckage.
Also, the situation is pretty weird. I'm gonna have to admit it to Malak that he could destroy a bunch of Jedi and his master and take over the mantle. That was pretty clever, that was pretty good use of the moment. Unfortunately, this again feeds into the whole idea of the master. There should be a master and an apprentice, and then the apprentice is supposed to kill his master to prove that he's better, that he's learned more, and that now he's got more knowledge to present. But it's so easy to just stab someone in the back, and it just ruins the whole point. It's not. It really doesn't make you stronger. So yeah, all the rule of two and the rule of just killing. It's kind of dumb. It's again, they have to be the cartoon villains, unfortunately, so that there is unequivocal reason to fight against them. Unfortunately, when you present the world and the lore as a playground to the future generations, where they can create media and also participate in them, like if it's a game, then there should be something to hold on to, like there is, right, with the morality and self-improvement and taking your passions and freeing yourself from all the chains and obligations. That's kind of one thing, but everything else needs to be worked. I wouldn't give them the benefit of the doubt that they designed all that. George Lucas, really, they designed all that just so you, the outsider, can get in and reform it into whatever you see fit. Like kind of a question of whether you want to serve in heaven or rule in hell. What will you make the hell be, right? So but why did you betray your master? Why wouldn't the Jedi simply kill me? No, I don't believe you, Malak. We can deny it, or we can deny. We already know this. We can deny it like an idiot. But why did you betray your master? That's kind of obvious, and we're not really getting out of this either. Also, it's stupid. You're on the bridge. You're fighting the Jedi, and then Malak shoots you with his ship's guns, and that causes the ship to shake, and you fall over unconscious, and then they take you in. I think they need way more details to sell this, because it's stupid. It lacks a lot of details and a lot of believability, really, to keep your suspension of disbelief that this Jedi, this great Jedi that turned dark side, and then there's more talk about this. I don't know if we'll get there. This Dark Lord, so skilled in the Force, so skilled with the saber, so skilled in combat, in leading armies, that he just got shot in the ship, and that was good enough. So, well, yeah, again, our canon is, listen, just shut the fuck up and die, and then we draw swords. But why did you betray your master again?
You mean, why did I betray you, Revan? You are the one who taught me the ways of the Sith. The strongest must rule if we are to survive. You knew I would one day challenge you for supremacy, but you underestimated me. I acted sooner than you expected and seized the Sith throne with a single brilliant stroke.
Unfortunately, Revan knew something you didn't, and it was all about something else. Maybe we'll get there. I don't know, but no, Malak, you really fucked up all the plans because you're stupid, and that's why we're gonna kill you to prove that we are superior after all. Why wouldn't the Jedi simply kill you? Oh, well, because they don't believe.
Yeah. They do not believe in executing prisoners. Originally, I assumed you had died in the battle. Imagine my surprise when I found out you were still alive, Revan.
Imagine mine. Finally some choice. Bastila, it's true, isn't it?
It's true. I was part of the team sent to capture Revan, to capture you. When Malak fired on the ship, you were badly injured. We thought you were dead. Your mind was destroyed, but I used the Force to preserve the flicker of life in your body. I brought you to the Jedi Council. They were the ones who healed your damaged mind.
All right, and an important part. All the clues from the game, from me, by installing the mod. Yeah, that's Revan's robes and his Mandalorian helmet. How did they get there? Fuck if I know. Why would they give him that if he wasn't first off a Jedi and started off as a soldier or whatever? And second, if they didn't want him to figure out that he's Revan? It's a mod, it's not canon, it's fine, it's fine. We'll get to there as well. There's some shit talking about this, you'll see. I'll still have some secrets for you, so stay tuned. So, oh yeah, and now since we know we're Revan, we gotta start wearing those robes. At least for combat, because then nobody gets to survive and there's no witnesses. Otherwise, in the city, you shouldn't really show that off. Not yet. That's at least my idea. That's one thing. Also, if the other surprise that I've got for you works out fine, there'll be more issues with the robes as well. So, you know, again, it's mods. It might not be canonical, but they try to tie it in, and it doesn't quite work. So, was the mind destroyed? Your mind was destroyed. What do you mean? I just went unconscious because someone shot my bridge. What do you mean what the fuck? If my mind is destroyed, I use the Force to preserve the flicker of your life in your body. Oh, the Force heal, that's impossible to do. Didn't you watch the sequels of Star Wars? It's bad. I always said healing, well, always. I was pretty fine with all the Force powers, pretty much working like spells or all the Force abilities. They were fine, I think, including healing, because it could only heal you so much, right? That's the first thing. So it's not Force resurrection. That's one thing. Second, it required training to do, and third, again, as usual, if they were balanced in games so that you can still die even having them, it can still be balanced in the world, or that's like a reflection, right? If it's balanced in game, it's because it's balanced in our universe, in our lore here. So I wouldn't put it above everything. Like Qui-Gon Jinn might have been stabbed to death, and it could have been too late to resurrect him. So that's fine, right? Or heal him. That's fine. So I'm still fine with that. Also, they were stupid and didn't know about Force healing because it's later, and their connection to the Force is weaker because they didn't study the blade well enough. And then why don't I remember being Revan? Apparently, my mind was destroyed because you know, it's also like an amnesiac plot. Only we get an amnesia, and then they keep the amnesia going to give you a false identity instead of you just not remembering who you are and fumbling around trying to piece together elements. So kind of a twist on that, maybe, but yeah. So your mind was destroyed, but this might be actually a lie as well. So you might have been just unconscious, and she decides to heal you because she's a whore, right? She's a cunt, and she wants to bang the big bad guy, the biggest and baddest guy around, actually, to get some prestige out of that, to get some strong seed. So she does that, and then the Jedi destroy his mind, and then she rationalizes it that his mind was already destroyed, and she just kept him alive. So then why don't I remember being Revan? But the memories I have, where did they come from? The false memories, or the memories that we've got these Force visions? Did I remember? Because they suppressed it. She explained it. My memory have. Well, let's go with 2. It's less dumb, I guess. But the memories I have, where did they come from?
The Jedi Council didn't restore your wounded mind, Revan. They merely programmed it with a new identity, one loyal to the Republic. They tried to make you their slave.
Yeah. It merely programmed it with new identity. Just saying it, they gave you new mind, they created a new mind for you, rather than merely reprogrammed it with a new identity. Because, right, where is my Windows 7 on this machine? Well, I wiped it and then just merely installed Windows 10. It's not like I just installed Windows 10. Like, you're making it redundant, is what I'm trying to say, I'm pretty sure. You're lying to me this whole time, you were lying, yeah. We're gonna spit at her. And why not just let me die? But why program me with another light? Well, this is pretty much the same. I understand Vasily had another, it's just... You've been lying to me this whole time, Bastila!
I wanted to tell you, but the council forbid it.
Yeah.
They were afraid you might return to the dark side if you discovered your real identity.
But
What
now you know
did
the
you
truth,
want to tell me?
The council has failed in their attempt to make you their pawn. The will of a Sith Lord is not so easily manipulated.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like what I was saying. Why did you want to tell me? And if they said no, that was enough for you to not? Aren't you fucking an obedient little puppet as well? Or a bitch? Since we're already hating women. Why not just let me die? What program me? You used me, Bastila, you understand? You used me, Bastila! You're no better than the Sith!
How can you say that? Malak nearly killed you, but the Jedi Council gave you another chance to live. They gave you a chance to redeem yourself by defeating the Sith.
A rash and futile hope. The dark side is too strong, my power is too great. Even my old master is no longer a match for me. A small part of me has always regretted betraying you from afar. I always knew there were some who would think I acted out of fear, that I did not want to face you. But now fate has given me a second chance to prove myself. Once I defeat you in combat, no one will question my claim to the Sith throne. My triumph will be complete.
Well, I'm not sort of the best version of myself, or what I was. I'm just a shadow of my former self. You could argue so. That's not much more splendor. Second thing, also, there is 3 of us now, so maybe that would be a challenge for you, but it won't be. You'll see. Revan had a better plan, actually. That's one thing, and even without that, I didn't need redemption, Bastila. What I needed was just being put back on my feet. All you had to do was heal me, and again, my mind was fractured. Why didn't you allow me to create my own mind again? From the worry that the Jedi I'll recognize the Jedi were wrong altogether, always anyway. So we had to make sure that he thinks the way we do. That's not pretty good, Master. Again, that's a pretty good jab against the Jedi again. They didn't just heal you and let you off, and with your choices and your experiences you again choose the Republic, choose to fight the Sith and shit like that. It's that they'll tell you that you chose to fight the Sith, right? So isn't that evil? Think about it. Discuss it in the comment section. Your power is no match for the light. Triumph, Malak. You seem to forget that I'm still alive. Yeah. Triumph, Malak. You seem to forget that I'm still alive.
The Jedi Council were foolish to let you live. I won't make the same mistake. We shall finish this alone in the ancient Sith tradition. Master versus apprentice, as it was meant to be.
Oh, so it's not 3v1. Well, at least there's that. We'll win anyway. Right. So, also, we held off on leveling up. If we were going down, we can just what? What can we do? Heal ourselves by leveling up. Right, so plague, that'll make you weaker, and kill, that'll make you, well, shit. Insanity, and then kill again. Ah, shit. Oh, well, have I underestimated Malak? That usually goes pretty easily. Level up then, fuck you. Our skills, of course, treat injury, and that's that, and that's that. No more feats. What do we get? Could wear armor, could dual wield. We really ran out of anything useful. Toughness was I thinking about? More health is always more better. Vitality point. Or dual wielding, actually. What is this? Treat to persuade, awareness, and treat injury. That's good because it can heal us more with medpack. So maybe, since we're already here, maybe I'll take it. I'll just take this one. Powers. 1 point. What have we got to spend it on? Not this, still. Not stasis. Force suppression. We could use force suppression to defeat Malik. Right, what is this? Cancel first and second tier force powers. Well, we don't know how far his force powers go, so we'll take it. We'll take it. And accept. A bit of a cheese, but I was smart enough to think about it. And he's still plagued, at least. Alright, force suppression, that worked. So kill. Fuck, resisted still. Come on, I put plague on him. If this one would work, then I'm gonna have to heal. Fucking die, cunt. Oh my god. So what? Life drain maybe. You may be saving, but I'm still dealing damage to you, so up yours. You're dying and I'm healing. There's still a way out of all this anyway. Doing pretty well, I guess, as well. And there we go. He actually got defeated and we're only level 17. You know, we could have used like revival, resuscitation, the red packs here. Life support packs. We could have used that. So, combat's over. We're now chasing Malik all around. So, since we're here and the episode is getting a bit longer, I am gonna stop it here. So, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking by. Hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully we will see each other in something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and with every other video on this channel, preferably by watching and sharing it with your associates. Subscribe to the channel, and if you don't like the videos, it's entirely your fault.